Hey everyone, my name is Anjan and today I am here not to teach you any grammatical rule or anything else, but to talk about the biggest problem that we all face when we decide that we have to be a speaker of English. And that problem is when I start speaking in English, my mind goes blank. I forget the vocabulary. My sentence structure goes here and there. And the biggest thing, that the fear of speaking wrong. What if I speak wrong in front of others? What will they think? They will make fun of me, they will laugh at me. So these all challenges are there when we decide to become a speaker of English. But friends, I don't call them problems because they are not problems, they are the process. See friends, English is second or third language for most of us. We are non-native speakers of English and we just learn English. And if you learn anything, you need to follow the process. The same is happening here. Either you or I or anyone else who is very good at English, we all have learnt English somehow. So you also have to follow the process, and in following the process you need to have one thing, that is patience. You know friends, what happens? Suppose I am the person who wants to learn English and it is my very first day. So what will I start doing and what will others advise me? That start watching English movies, start reading English newspaper, or listen to some people who are very good at that language. But friends, what happens after doing these things? We also want to imitate these people very first day. We want to speak like them. We want to become a very fluent speaker very first day. Believe me, that is not going to happen ever. It is not possible. If I talk about those people who are expert at this language, so they have put lots of efforts, they have been speaking this language for many years, and today it is your only very first day. So do you think that you can match them, you can speak like them? It is never going to happen. But most of us try to do this, and obviously we will get fail. So we all get fail and we start thinking that English is not our cup of tea and we quit. So friends, have some patience, start from starting only. Improve yourself step by step. Only step by step you can improve and learn English. So have some patience. Now if I talk about the process, how, okay, now we have understood the step, we have to learn step by step. But what are those steps? How should we improve ourselves? So first step, if I talk about, that is that habit. See friends, we all have been speaking in our mother tongue since childhood and we are expert at that language. As if I talk about myself, my mother tongue is Hindi and I have been speaking in Hindi since my childhood and I can speak anything, as you also must be. But if I talk about English, so English is not my mother tongue. I need to learn English, and to learn English I need to bring some English words in starting into my Hindi. If I bring some English words in my Hindi, then only I can make myself comfortable with English. So I need to change my habit. You know what happens? We have a habit of each and everything. If I talk about a person who wakes up early, that is the habit of that person to wake up early. But if I talk about a person who wakes up very late, so that is also his habit to wake up late. So try to understand. We speak in our mother tongue, that is our habit now, and very first day we think that we change our habit and we start speaking in English. It is not going to happen. So what we need to do, we need to bring some basic meanings in our Hindi or in our mother tongue, whatsoever that is. So how can we do that? So suppose as I speak Hindi, so what I can do, instead of saying zindagi, I can say life. Instead of saying pani, I can say water. Ghadi, watch. Ungli, finger. Like this I can add some basic meanings in my daily life spoken or in my mother tongue. So that is going to help me or help my mouth, my lips, my articulators to be familiar with English words. Because friends, we have never spoken in English, so our mouth, our articulators are not familiar with that language. So it is not going to happen that very first day you are going to speak very full sentence. That is not the case. It is never possible. So we have to start with basic meanings. Now next step, if I talk about next step, that is start watching whatever you like. I am not saying that start watching English movies only. No, if you are the person who loves watching cartoons, watch cartoons. If you love cricket match, watch cricket match and listen to the commentary in English. If you love WWE or wrestling, watch that thing and listen to the commentator in English only. That's going to help you a lot. So if I talk about reading, I'm not going to ask you to read English newspaper only. You can read anything, whatever you like. If you like horror stories, read horror stories. If you like children's story, read children's story, but in English. Means, I mean to say, enjoy the language. If you enjoy the language, you will learn far easier and better than anyone else. So enjoy this learning and improve yourself in this manner. So what will happen by reading or watching movies? See friends, if we watch English movies or read anything, whatever we like, so this is going to give us so many basic sentences in our mind, like come here, go there, sit down, stand up. These kind of basic sentences you can learn from these things, and you can start utilizing these things in your daily spoken. So instead of saying you बैठ जाओ, you can say sit down. Instead of saying पानी पी लो, have some water, you can say. So these things are going to help you make very basic and small sentences in starting, and somewhere it will give you confidence also. So first of all, you spoke some words in starting. Now you are speaking full sentence, small sentences, but some sentences you are speaking. Like this, you have to follow the process. Now third step will come when you start utilizing some big sentences like I am coming, he is going, I have eaten my food. Make errors. In this step, you will make so many errors, and believe me, this third step is going to take lots of time, because correcting yourself or overcoming these problems is not easy. You need to practice a lot, you need to put lots of effort, and it will take so much time. Friends, it is not going to happen that in 1 month or in 2 months you are going to be very good speaker of English. No, it is not the case. Believe me, it takes time. Some people say that watch my video, after watching this video only you will start speaking, take my classes or join my classes and you will be a very good speaker. Friends, nothing is true. Okay, you have to, if you want to speak English, you have to put efforts, you have to speak. If I am teaching or I am speaking in English, it means I am practicing. If you speak in English, you will practice. So you have to speak. That's all. Here in third step, what happens, friends? We hear this question that sir, we don't have anyone to talk with. I am alone. No one is there who talks with me, or when I speak in front of anyone, they make fun of me, they laugh at me. So here what you can do, you can talk to yourself. See people, our mind never sleeps. We keep thinking. So start thinking in English. But be aware here, start thinking in English does not mean just think in English only and never speak. No, you have to speak also, because if you don't speak in English and you keep thinking in English, that is also not that much helpful. It is not going to remove your hesitation. So you have to speak. Let me give an example. Suppose right now I ask you to close your eyes and think of a person who is very good dancer and any step of that dancer. So easily you can think of that dance step. But if I ask you to perform that dance step in front of anyone, would you be able to do that? No, because it requires practice. In thinking, you can be the king or you can be the god also. But when it comes to true life or real life, you need practice. Okay, so practice. If you don't have anyone, speak alone. Right now there is no one in front of me, this camera is there only, but I am speaking in English. That is also my practice. I am practicing right now. So in this same manner you can also practice whatever. You can record yourself, you can speak in front of mirror, or whatever you are doing. If you are going somewhere, on the way you can speak in English. Whatever you are doing, speak in English, and your mouth must work. Okay, English words must come out of your mouth, then only it is going to be helpful, otherwise not. Otherwise you will have this question that in alone I am very good speaker, when I have to face others then I am puss. So friends, I hope you are going to follow these steps and improve yourself day by day, not in one day. So see you in next class. Till then, keep learning and keep improving.